What's up, guys? Michael here. I just had a banger call with one of my clients, Mike, and he just went through the entire strategy he used to actually scale his store from 0 to over 100K in revenue in just a few months. So first, Mike is going to have a live filming session for his product, which we're literally going to reveal in this case study right here. And then I'm going to leak the call I had with him, which is like half an hour of me and him just looking over his entire funnel and analyzing everything he did right. Let's get started.
This is me in Lego form, and I made 142K with this product. So I show you how I found this product, the idea for the content, and also how I filmed my videos. So I found the project by doing the same thing as everyone else, the burner method. For my content, I just search for proven concept in the same niche. So for my project, to find videos and concepts that I could implement for my product. For example, for my project, I just came across this one. It was the Eaten Earth. So usually I have to set up my scene, but in this case, everything is already aesthetic. So I don't have to change anything. Also, you have to build your scene related to your product. For this Lego thing, people usually build the Lego in the living room. The first thing in a video is the hook. The hook is the more important thing because if people don't watch the beginning of a video, they want to watch the end. And if you want to have a good hook, you need three things. The visual, the audio, and the text should be perfect. So for one of my viral video, I focus on two main things, the visual and the text. And in this video I'm about to film with you, I touch my, which surprise people and make them comment and watch more. And also the text spark curiosity and make people stay on the video. And guys, don't forget, if you want to make dropshipping works, you just need to put in the work, lock in, and just get the right advice and you will be successful.
What we can go through is like anything special, anything you know that the audience doesn't see, or like some controversy, some things like why you think it went viral. Like what makes your account here special?
For this concept, I copy a concept that went viral for another product. And so here is this one.
Mm-hmm.
So just here, I just put a controversy. In French, it says "bird me," but I just make a mistake here.
Okay.
So people will comment about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I keep engaging with the viewer with this. Like I try to retain them, watch. And here the reveal.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the climax, I just show like for 1 second and a half, like for people who watch the whole video because they want to see the comparison.
Yeah, makes sense. Which one out of those things you think was the main thing? Like, do you think most of the views come because of the last part? What would you say was the main factor here?
The hook made the whole video. And here, like this hook says, my boyfriend bought me this Lego for our anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
Here, like a spark curiosity. So yeah, and the fact is my video is full motion. You can see always is moving.
Mm-hmm.
So it keep the viewer watching this.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. And also the controversy make a lot here.
Yeah, no, it all makes sense. And you made 140K of all of this?
Yes, right.
It's all from this one product, right?
Yes, just from this product.
Okay. And was it mainly on TikTok, or was this like the main account, or where do you make this?
No, Instagram is the best thing to have.
Yeah.
Instagram really brought me like 3 or 4 times viewer than TikTok. Mm-hmm. And also Facebook Reels help a lot.
And this is something which, like, for example, in your case, it's very interesting that everybody is like scared of the whole TikTok ban thing. In your case, nothing changes. Like if TikTok gets banned, number one, you're not even in the US. Like this is not the US anything, and number two, it's all from Instagram anyways. So like this just shows that it's 100% not going away at all. And if there's so many organic dropshippers which are not even affected by it, it just changes the game a little bit. So yeah, like were you scared of the Instagram, like the TikTok ban or something? Or
No, because just after the ban of TikTok,
yeah,
I just saw on my burner Instagram, like every people from TikTok went to Instagram.
Yes.
So the views will go up.
Exactly. People have to understand, and I promise this is exactly what's going to happen. A person scrolls on TikTok. They can't scroll on TikTok anymore. They will not stop scrolling. They will just scroll somewhere else. This is what's like going to happen 100,000%. It's just going to be switch to Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook Reels, whatever. But it's not going to go away. It's not going to take away from the whole pie of the whole audience.
Unfortunately, TikTok is back.
You're sad about it?
Yeah, I'm sad, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So how did your life change from all of this? Like, obviously, you made some money, and it's I assume the first time you're seeing these numbers. So how your life?
Before making those kind of money, I just thought about like my life were changing, like Lambos and all those things, but the real fact is nothing has changed.
Mhm.
Like I just wake up like usually, film my video and like grind, you know?
Yes. Correct. And it's very glorified, like how making money, it seems like, okay, you're about to get the Lambo and all these things. In reality, it takes so long until you even can think about these things. And if you do, then most of the people who start buying crazy shit right away, they lose the money anyways. It's like not the right move to do whatsoever. It's
Sure.
about the freedom. And I'm sure you just feel better, right? Like you feel in a day-to-day, you feel more confident that you're financially more stable. Everything's better. You're like it's much more secure than just like not being sure like how to live
Yes.
one day.
To be honest, I just don't look at the price.
Yeah.
For real. Like before that, like I was thinking about like I have to buy product to film, right?
Mhm.
And like I will lose $50, you know? And then now I don't just look at it and just order a bunch of variant and those things.
Yeah, that's just the best part about it. To be honest, like from everything that's like, there has to be top three. Just going into a store, like wanting to buy clothes, wanting to buy whatever. And the first time I figure out what the price is when I double tap on my iPhone for the Apple Pay. I should just see the notification. I didn't even know. Like it's just whatever. I like this thing, you know. And that's probably the number one thing which I enjoy the most. And it's not even about the thing. It's about not having to think about it. It's everything.
Yeah.
I just want this. Like, it's okay. So yeah. But did you tell your family and friends and like parents about all of this? Like what are the reactions?
Yes, at first, like I just told my mom,
Mhm.
and like typical Asian mom, like she doesn't care. Like, and I just asked her why you doesn't care. Like I made this, and she was like afraid, like I don't make it back.
What do you mean? You don't
Like,
make it again?
Yes, like I won't make it again, maybe. Like there is a chance that it just was luck.
Yeah. What do you think? Do you think there's a chance it was luck?
Nah, for real, like after this project, like this is my first winning project, right? Before this, I had few small wins, but nothing crazy.
Yeah.
But after that, I was scared about to find a good project. But the next week, like the first week of January, I just found two new winners that I'm making money with. So now I'm not stressed about it anymore.
And that's how you should think about it. When you have one winning product, you're allowed to be stressed. You should be stressed. I think it's the right way to go. Like you shouldn't think, okay, you made it, you're all that. But at the end of the day, if you can replicate it multiple times, it's all good. And I also think that if you can make money off multiple platforms, like if you, for example, you go viral on TikTok and Instagram at the same time, that's almost like a second winner. Like it's just like almost that, like it just doubles up your security. It makes everything way more diversified, and it's just something which is it counts. It's literally like a second extra income. It's two separate things, even though people think it's the same. Mostly, like in most cases, most money is made on one platform, but you also made like some money on TikTok, and it's not like nothing, so it's good. What would you say were kind of the main learnings from the program? Like what was your journey like with us?
I think the main thing for real is the project selection.
Yeah.
Like and the second thing, it will be the content for sure. Like if you're a beginner and you start your dropshipping journey in organic, like you don't have review of what is a bad or good content. Like you won't improve yourself,
100%. And it's more about the feedback loops. And the problem is the timing of the products as well. Like you could test the same product in 1 month and it's going to completely behave different than when you started it. Like if you would test it now versus 3 months versus 3 months ago, literally every single week the whole game changes in terms of which product is too saturated, what works, what doesn't, and it's almost impossible to keep track of that just by yourself. Like the problem is I can give you all the criteria for a winning product, but specifically with organic, it's about the timing, sometimes even more than the rest. And the perfect product can be horrible 3 months down the line. And only the people who actually started 3 months ago and survived that period and they made it work, now they can keep printing forever. But if you didn't start, then it's very difficult to keep going, or start later. So I think like the guidance, I would not know what a perfect product is just by looking at it, because it could be saturated. It's more because we have this massive overview over so many people at the same time. We know the game so deep, it's pretty easy to understand what's saturated, what's too much, what's not, and that like is the main thing. And it's also nothing I can even teach on YouTube. Like I can, like it has to be personalized for you. When you started, how long did you do it first by yourself versus with us, versus how long did it take until you actually took it serious? Because from what I saw is like in the beginning with us, you were also not that serious, and then you locked in and actually started crushing. So how was that?
Before that, I just was in ads. I just made my first money like 3 months after I just started dropshipping. And so I made like 6,000 in 1 week with only ads. And then I didn't make it back. Like I saw that kind of money, and like I locked in, and bro, month after month, I just was break even. so yeah, and I just saw Mikey's video, and so I decided to join your mentorship.
And then what happened?
And then now I'm rich. No, just kidding.
Yeah, no, be real. Like it took a while until you actually properly did the things. So like in the beginning, what would you say? How did your day-to-day like look like in the beginning versus when you actually tried your best?
To start my dropshipping organic journey, like I just stopped working at a 9 to 5 job, and I just was full into dropshipping. But I was like no Google Calendar. So I wasn't productive at all. I was like starting my journey at 11 a.m. and like film one project, then do 1 hour project research, then watch Netflix. That was all, bro.
Yeah, I see.
And then like I just applied to be a Mikey's creator, and now things have changed. Like I had to bring something on the call. Like I just have to bring his stuff and my stuff. Like there is no point, Yes. And I wanted to make it work, so I don't have the choice.
Okay. And then you start making money. Maybe you can actually go through the dashboard. I think that would be pretty interesting.
Sure. The second day I post, like I went viral the second day.
Mm-hmm.
I just made 1K the second day.
Oh.
So yeah, that was crazy. And so for the whole thing, I just made 142K in
And
revenue.
that's in like 4 or 5 months, something like that, right?
Yes. I
Yeah.
just had this project before the Q4, so my Q4 went crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you refresh this so people don't think it's fake?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And what is the profits on this?
At the beginning, like I just was at 30% margin.
Mhm.
Then the coaches told me to negotiate and like put up sales. Patrick helped me a lot of this.
Mhm.
Like he told me to put up sales, paid shipping, and it works. And my conversion rate went up also.
Mhm. No, it's the best. Like optimizing everything, negotiating with suppliers, average order value, and conversion rate is one of the most underrated things when you start making money. So you started at 30%, and how much did it increase?
Now I'm at 45.
It's so much money. It's like 20K extra profit in just a few months for free. Like
Literally.
And what's the plan from now? Like what are your plans to scale to 1 million? What's the goals?
Yeah, my plan is to keep the grind. Like for my end goal of this year is to have 100K in the bank.
Mm-hmm.
But I think with the Q4 it will be crazy. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, 100K in the bank should be very more than doable.
And for now, for the rest, for the future, I mean, like I want to build a real brand, like the typical dropshipper.
Do you do this full time?
Yes, now I'm full time in.
You quit your job?
Yes,
Nice. What did you do before?
like I was a delivery man. Like I just carried to customer like tiles and kitchens and stuff like EV stuff.
How different is your work day with dropshipping versus like the job you had before?
I work, to be honest, I work more than a 9 to 5.
Yes. Would you say in terms of difficulty, the hours are more difficult there or here?
In dropshipping is more easier, but it's all in the mindsets. But
I think it's a massive difference. Like it's physically, of course, the delivery stuff. If you carry heavy stuff, it's 1,000 times more difficult. But you don't have to think. Like there's no thinking process at all, right? And this is the exact opposite. Like sometimes you take that delivery guy and try to get him to work for 10 hours straight, fully productive on something, which is requiring brain power, and they will probably say this is more difficult than the other thing. Like it's not that comparable, you know. Like it just depends on your personality. But obviously, you've seen it all. Like you did the physical thing and this. Like, would you say that you just feel better, like in your day to day, with not having to physically work?
yeah, 100%. Also, when I make money with dropshipping, I feel like I don't deserve it. Like it's so easy sometimes.
Yeah.
Like compared to this job, like
Mm-hmm.
like this difference is massive. Like you can hit 1K day and the other job like make it in 2 weeks of work,
100%. 100%. When was the moment when you quit the job?
Once I was sure I will make this work. Like when I saw a small win, I just quit.
How
Because
much did you make before you quit?
like small wins, like few hundred. But the thing is, I live in my parent house, so I don't have to pay anything.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it was that or nothing.
Yeah. Well, nice. Now you can start paying for their stuff and you twist it.
Now I'm making money with Facebook friendly projects. When
Mhm.
should I make ads for it?
You can start right now. Like it makes sense. We can hop on a call and I can show you how to do it properly. It for sure makes sense. Like if you have a Facebook friendly product already, you should start testing there.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. And also, since I don't have a personal branding, how can I do to have a bunch of creator like Mikey to scale my business?
Yeah. So what you do is number one is you go into every single group call
Yes.
and you say, "Hey, I'm looking for a creator, looking for a creator." Every single we have so many group calls and there's hundreds of dropshippers which are going to see every single week. You're going to find 5 to 10 easy, you know. So that's number one, and then later on you're going to be also you can also ask us. We can send you a few.
Okay, perfect. When do you recommend to switch like from organic to Facebook ads actually? Like
You don't switch. You just add. You know, like you're on the side, what you should do is instead of testing a new product, you should test your products on Facebook. Like you just treat it as a new product test. You set up everything, you set up the accounts and make sure that everything is stable and not going to get blocked. And then you basically start testing on there and that's it. You know, like you just treat it as like a side project. And every time you test a product, which is somehow Facebook friendly, you also test it on Facebook. And then you basically find a winner along the way. That's how.
yeah, because I want the same dashboard as you, bro.
Well, it's gonna take some time, you know. Like it's impossible to do it by yourself. You're gonna have to have employees for that. It's not.
Yeah, sure.
Me by myself, I wouldn't be even making a quarter of that. Like, it's employees, you know.
I live in France, and tax here are very expensive.
Yeah.
When would you recommend to move out from here?
Well, in Europe, I think it's whole Europe. I'm not 100% sure, but in Germany, I know that the earlier you do it, the easier it is. So the later you move out, there's going to be like exit tax and like all these things. The more money you make, the more difficult it becomes. So if you want to do it, you should do it like as soon as possible, I would say. And that's just something which I've seen. There's just a few places you generally can go. And you also have to look into payment providers. There's like some countries where there's massive payment provider issues. So depending on which country you're selling to, it's just very problematic. Like if you sell to Europe and you, for example, need Klarna, and you move to Dubai, there's going to be huge Klarna problems, for example, you know, so you just have to look into a few things regarding dropshipping specifically. And that's like payment providers, and taxes. But like the most classic things, if you want to move out, is like Malta and Cyprus. These are the easiest two places to get to.
Okay, thank you.
How would you just generally summarize your experience working with us?
I think I wouldn't make it without you guys. Like your program is so like the coaches know actually what you have to do to make it work. Like 100%.
Three things. Number one is the product selection. Number two is making sure that you consistently get your videos reviewed. And number three is making sure you're actually doing it, like having the accountability and consistently talking to us. And you're going to feel bad if you show up to our calls and every time you didn't do the to-dos we gave you. And this is just like, it gives you the accountability that you need. So yeah, like for everybody watching this right now, if you're interested, you can click the link below, sign up for a call. We're going to see if everything is a good fit and hopefully start from there. And we can do an update case study at 500K and see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll be soon.